Well, you mentioned the energy and also you mentioned the live shows. Is this because obviously the band has a lot of energy, and is it fair to say there's a certain sense of urgency almost?
A sense of urgency?
Yeah, in the way you play live.
I don't.
Well, because the lyrical content is quite personal, quite reflective, and then the live shows are very, very energetic. So, is there a certain sense of urgency to get the message across, or?
Well, we could never imagine throwing a show away. You know, like just kind of, well, let's just treat this one. Let's just get on stage, do the songs, and be done. I don't think that we would ever be able to do that. Ever. So, in that sense, each show is very important to us, that, you know, for us to get across what it is that we're trying to get across, what we're trying to say, also what we're trying to show them. Try to take the room a place that we want to take them. And when I think of the word urgency, I just think that, you know, we do think it's very important. Each show is very important. And when you really believe that, I think the audience can sense that, because an audience can pick up whether or not you're just going through the motions, or you don't want to be there, or you don't think it's a very important show. So, yeah, I think the content, what we're saying, also affects that. It means something. So it helps us to make sure that each show does matter and is important.
I think of, well, I guess also when you say the word urgency, I think of like also the word quick. And I've noticed we've played so many different types of shows, and some of them are, they're headlining where people come to the show and know who we are. And then there's ones where maybe we're opening for a band, or we're in the middle of a festival or something where most of the people maybe don't know who we are. And it's like this fine balance of having a short amount of time to kind of sometimes prove yourself in so many ways. I think as performers, as kind of trying. There's so many people who want to convince people that they're deep thinkers, or that their thoughts or words even matter, and it's hard sometimes to try and get that to come across in such a short amount of time.
Well, Tyler, the last time we spoke, we talked about the catharsis element of writing lyrics, and that in a similar sense, then, does the live show also have that element?
I think that when we play live, it's really cool, because I think Josh and I treat it as something that we really use and we really need. And on a daily basis, we use a live show to help with things. And because we've felt the positive effects of being able to kind of unleash a lot of things through our live show, we're consumed with trying to show that room of people that they can do the same thing with it. So yeah, catharsis is definitely the right a word that you could use to describe how people use music. So.
And yeah, because of this, as we talked about the lyrical content, the audience can connect quite well to the music. Have you heard? Have they told you about things that they could really relate to, or that the music helped them in the same way that helped you?
Yeah, we get those conversations frequently where we get to talk to people about, well, it's not like we're asking them, so how did the music help you? They just feel they feel led to share with us constantly what the music is doing, and that really is encouraging. You think about traveling around and touring for days on end and never going home, and the parts of that would be tiring and frustrating, difficult when a fan does build up the courage to explain how the music has helped them. It justifies it all. So
Yeah, in terms of the lyrical content, then do you ever discuss the lyrics when you write them? Because you write the lyrics, so do you discuss them?
I'm always, I get really excited about things. You know, the cons, because I mean, writing lyrics, you can do one of two things. You can either write lyrics that everyone's written before, or you can try to say something that's definitely been said before, but say it in a different way. And so that's what I really like to try to do. And every time that I accomplish that, I'm always explaining to Josh, like, this is what I was thinking. And so, I mean, obviously Josh is my soundboard for all that stuff. And also he, you know, I'll ask him, is this too weird? Like, should I not say that? And that conversation happens a lot too.
And I always say no.
But do you have a similar sentiment as Tyler has when he comes to you with a song and has a certain feeling? Can you relate to it? And
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you mean as relating to the words and the songs? I think from the very beginning, before we played music together, going back to that conversation, I think that it was just, when I talk about this, kind of like interesting, just weird, I don't know what it was that led me to listen to music in the first place. But when I think going back to the very beginning, there was something that connected, and I think it's like the music before anything made me want to, you know, work with this guy and play music with him, and because there's a sense of relatability, and it's been cool to be a part of it because we've seen it almost every night. I think that we play a show is that there are people who struggle, and there are people who go through things and their minds take them in a weird direction at nighttime and even during the day. And it's cool. I think getting to hear people open up to us for whatever reason, why they feel comfortable doing that, it's kind of awesome, and it's kind of like it is refreshing to be able to feel like you're really doing something when you go and play music every night. It gets to be the same thing, and to have that kind of fresh perspective is really nice for us.
Does Tyler still surprise you when he comes to you with certain lyrics, or did he surprise you with certain lyrics?
Yeah, I'm always surprised, and that's a good thing. I hope that doesn't stop. I think that if I can be surprised, or if we can be surprised at something that we come up with, you know, with each other or something, then hopefully other people who listen to the music will be surprised too, in a good way.
How surprised would you be if I came to you and I showed you a song that like I wrote about you?
I'd be really surprised.
Can you imagine what that would even sound like?
Yeah, it would be the most beautiful song ever.
I think it would be just no lyrics and all drums. All the time.
It's just there's a lot of words right there.
But when you do write the lyrics, do you joke that you write a song about him, but usually is it introspective or also about other people?
It's usually never about other people. As other people usually suck and leave, and I don't know. It's hard to. We're very ingrained in the idea of touring now, so for me to write a song about something as dull as another person, it seems like it would get even more dull on tour singing about it every night. So it's definitely more introspective for me. Well, I mean, I think that might change eventually, you know, at some point.